Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Came here to talk to you all about supplements. Got a request for a blog about it and decided I would just chat with y'all because I got another blog coming up on Monday. So, couple of things. First things first, when talking about supplements, I think it's just really important to understand in general that supplements are not meant to replace poor diets. So I think that happens a lot. Like people automatically, when they start trying to eat healthy, they're just like heading to the vitamin store trying to get supplements before they've actually done work on their base of their diet. It's like they're looking for the micro problem when they haven't fixed the macro problems. Got freaking Sally over here who skipped breakfast and ate a piece of lettuce for lunch and wants to know what supplements they need to take. Till you've really like dialed in your nutrition, like you're getting protein at every meal, you're eating vegetables at every meal, you're drinking water, like there is no point to supplements because supplements are not meant to be replacements for poor habits. They're meant to enhance. The thing with research articles and like reading about supplements, when they say, you know, this supplement can do X, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. For instance, BCAAs, you know, everyone's on the BCA train. You need your branched chain amino acids. They're going to help you out. Yes, they are helpful. However, if you're eating enough protein, you don't need to take them. So, you know, the research might support that, yes, they're beneficial, but if you're already getting enough in your diet, there should be no reason that you need to take them. So, especially, again, if you're working on the macro problem, you know, if you're eating protein at every meal, you shouldn't need to be taking BCAAs. One of the most standout, like most researched supplement is creatine. I'm not a huge, like, I haven't done like massive amounts of research on myself, but it is a pretty common knowledge that it actually can help build lean muscle mass when combined with lifting and all that good stuff. So if you're going to take one, that's one of the ones I would say would actually be worth your money. It's actually very cheap on a sideline. But make sure you're drinking lots of water if you do take that one. Whey protein is actually considered a supplement. So it is something that I use. Well, any protein powder is considered a supplement. It is a supplement that I use periodically, but I do see a lot of people like using whey protein as their whole food. Like they drink a protein shake or 2 protein shakes a day. They have a protein bar, and before you know it, they've eaten like 4 or 5 servings of protein from like some kind of powdered protein. And it's not that it's bad for you, but it should not be your replacement for all of your meals. You need to be getting whole foods in. Another great supplement is fish oil or any kind of like omega-3. There's like krill oil. I believe there's some vegan options out there as well. But the American diet is very low in omega-3s, and it just helps fight inflammation. So that's actually something that I take and definitely recommend everyone hops on board with too. Pre-workout was another one that came up. I've gone on and off pre-workout. So the problem with pre-workout is it's kind of addicting, and I think pre-workout kind of gives you this feeling like you need it, and then if you have enough time where you're not taking it, you realize you really don't need it. I went through a period of time where like every single time I worked out, I had to take pre-workout 20 minutes before, and if I didn't take it, I was sluggish, felt a big difference. But then by the time, you know, once I stayed off of it for a couple months, I haven't taken pre-workout in a really long time. The only things I, like every once in a while on a Saturday, if I want to get like stupid on a Saturday morning, I'll drink a Bang because they're fun every once in a while. But for the most part, you know, again, if you're getting proper sleep, you're doing all the other things right, you shouldn't really need any of these things. That being said, supplements can be fun. Listen, every once in a while, like going into the supplement store and trying something new, you want to try a new pre-workout, like I get it. It can be a fun part of your training program, and I think if, you know, you understand that, you know, if pre-workout makes you feel really good during your workouts, great. Just keep in mind that, you know, a lot of them have a lot of caffeine now, so try not to be consuming 1,000 milligrams of caffeine every day, which is really easy to do with how much caffeine is in everything at this point. But you know, if going to the vitamin store and grabbing BCAAs makes you happy, then go get BCAAs. I'm not saying like, oh, all this is pointless and you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that keep in mind, before you go spend a bunch of money on supplements, understand that most of your problems could probably be solved by just eating real food. To kind of piggyback off that, you know, a lot of supplements, especially when it comes to like vitamins, etc., you know, before you take vitamins, you should be asking your doctor, getting blood work done, like, do I actually need it? Because, okay, vitamin D can support energy, blah, 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 blah. But if you go to your doctor and get your blood work done and your vitamin D levels are normal, then there's really no point to be taking vitamin D. So there's a lot of supplements out there that do have potential benefits, but if you don't need them, then you don't need them. It doesn't matter if they have benefits. They only have benefits to people who are actually in need. You also need to, like, if you decide to take any kind of supplement, you need to give it a solid 3 months, like 2 to 3 months, to really know if a supplement is actually like doing you any good or not. So that's why I think it's good to like pick one that you're going to try out and try to be really consistent with it. Because I've even fallen into this myself. It's like I go buy a supplement, I take it for a week, and then I forget about it, and then it sits in the cabinet, and then a few weeks later I go buy another one and it sits in the cabinet. Like, it's just, again, flushing money down the toilet. If you're not going to be taking it consistently, there's no point in going to buy it. So be honest with yourself about that. Like, if you know that it's just going to kind of sit there and you're not really going to use it, then go spend your money somewhere else where it's a little more useful. So just some basics. I know I didn't, you know, get into like super specific what supplement to take, and it's because I'm just a firm believer that if you're eating real food, you probably don't need to be wasting too much money on supplements. But if you want to try some fun ones, as long as they're not anything that's going to be harming you, have fun with it. That's my spiel. It's my TED Talk. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.